Hi, my name's Alyssa from Reselling Savvy. I am a part-time reseller on Poshmark, eBay, and Mercari. And today I wanted to go through my 2019 top 10 Poshmark sales with you. I was surprised to see that they were all in the same category, but at the same time, it's my favorite category to sell in, and it's the section of the store that I always go to first. So we're going to start off with my number 10 sale of 2019. I had a few items that sold for the same price, so it's kind of a tie. But this item was an Adriana Papel floral beaded gown. It was gorgeous. I had purchased this off of Poshmark to resell, and I know that I could have sold it for more if the beading had been in better condition. So I have found that when I order gowns and things that are delicate off of Poshmark, every time I've ordered something like that, it's had flaws that weren't described. So that's what happened with this one. But it sold for $55. If it had been in good condition, I think it probably would have gone for $100. But I was happy with $55 considering the beading that was missing and the issues it had. The next item also sold for $55. It was a Young, Fabulous, and Broke maxi dress. This was a first time finding this brand for me. I found it at a thrift store, and it was almost in immaculate condition, but then when I was looking through it right before I bagged it, I noticed a tiny hole in it. So I actually had somebody offer to buy it in the time between me listing it and me bagging it, which was like 5 minutes. And I updated the listing and let the buyer know, hey, I found this little hole, just wanted you to be aware of it. And I think I had listed it for $60. They offered me $55 immediately, and I took it and gave me a 5-star rating and thanked me for letting them know about the flaw. So Young, Fabulous, and Broke is a great brand, especially in the maxi dresses. They come raw at the bottom and really long so that you can cut them or hem them to the length that you would like, which is really cool. The next item also sold for $55. This was a Nordstrom Rack purchase, a while ago. I've been trying to sell this one for a while. It was a Trina Turk sheath dress, and it was really pretty, and the tags on it were over $400. But the fabric was kind of fraying, and I bought a whole bunch of dresses at Nordstrom Rack a long time ago when they did 50% off their clearance dresses, and I was newer and retail arbitrage was completely new to me, and I bought some things that I probably shouldn't have. So I don't know if I made any money on this one, but I was happy to sell it for $55 and be done with it. Okay, this one sold for $60, but it was also a Nordstrom Rack purchase. Again, I don't really know if I made that much money on it. I could go look it up, but it's not important. I really don't think it was much. This was a Desigual shift dress, and it had stripes and flowers on it. This brand does okay. It used to do a whole lot better, but the price of it has tanked a little bit recently, so I was happy to get $60 for it. I probably wouldn't buy this one again unless I found it at a thrift store or pretty cheap, but I don't believe I made enough money to make that worth it. My sixth best sale was another Nordstrom Rack find. It's an Adriana Papel. It was a fully beaded gown, brand new with the $300 tags. But again, I didn't realize some of the flaws that the beading had until I got it home, and there was a whole section of beading that needed to be touched up. So I sold this one for $65. If it had been in perfect condition, still new with the tags, I definitely could have gotten $100, maybe more for it, but it definitely had some TLC that it needed, so I was thrilled to get $65 for it. My fifth best sale of 2019 was a Majorelle mini dress. I had never heard of this brand. I was browsing the racks at Goodwill and I saw it, and I thought it looked kind of different. It seems to be well made. I almost passed it up because the tag looked unassuming, but I believe I went back to it and looked it up and realized it was a Revolve brand, and it ended up selling for $65 really quickly. The next item is another item that I sourced on Poshmark to resell. I did not make much money on this one. I was really happy that it sold. I sat on it for a while, and I would not buy this one again unless I found it in a thrift store or a whole lot cheaper, but it was not worth the arbitrage price that I paid. It sold for $70. It's from Spell and the Gypsy. Spell and the Gypsy Collective. He makes maxi dresses and skirts in addition to the shorter dresses like this, but the maxis are really where it's at, and certain prints and patterns are worth a lot of money, and they're like holy grail pieces. This was not a holy grail piece, although I have seen this dress selling recently for about this much, if not more. It was a pretty common piece. I've seen a lot of these. So I was happy to pass this one on for $70 because I paid way too much for it. My third best sale of 2019 was from ASOS. It was a beaded ASOS frock and frill gown. I had this one for a very long time, and I was holding out for a higher price. I thought it was a gorgeous dress. It was in perfect condition. It still had the tags on it, but like I discussed earlier, just because it has the tags doesn't mean it's perfect. It was in perfect condition, and it was a size 12, so statistically more people would fit into that size. It took me a long time to sell this one. I think I probably had it listed for over a year, and I relisted it and refreshed the listing and things, but it was listed for a long time before it finally sold. So I would pick this one up again, but right now with the state of things as they are, I'm not sure how many formal gowns will really be selling. I do have some for sale, and I did buy some right around the time all of this started, and I'm hoping to sell those quickly, but I realize that a lot of events, weddings, proms, parties, etc. have been canceled, so people's need for formal attire is not what it used to be. But that will change. It'll all go back to normal, and eventually people will be buying formal gowns just like they did before. My second best sale of 2019 was from ThredUp. It was part of their, I think it's a semi-annual sale that they do. It's another Adriana Papel. It was new with the tags, and it was actually still for sale on Amazon for $150, $160, something like that. And not long after I had listed it, I think I had it listed at $100. Somebody came in and offered me $80, and I took that offer just like that. Gorgeous, perfect for wedding events or photos or like rehearsal dinner type thing. Very pretty dress. I like the Adriana Papel dresses. I think they get kind of a bad rap, but I have had them sell consistently well if they are a style that is current and they are in good condition. My top Poshmark sale of 2019 was a $150 wedding gown. It sold, I think, within 2 days of me listing it. It sold pretty quickly. I think I listed it at $200 or $250. I spent hours looking for the style name online. I purchased it at a Goodwill. It fit me like a glove. It had been altered, and somebody must have dry cleaned it because it was very clean. But it fit me perfectly, and so I bought it, and it just wasn't my style. So I found the style and I listed it, and somebody purchased it for $150. Regular retail $1,500. Flipping wedding dresses is super fun, If you can offer them cheap, that's great, but I have found that they're really hard to move if you're asking more than a couple $100. So this was a fun sale. Again, happy to get it out of my closet because it was a really big, bulky thing. And if you do decide to sell a wedding dress on Poshmark, make sure that it's within that 10-pound limit. Otherwise, you'll have to pay for any additional postage at the post office beyond the 10-pound label that you would have to upgrade to. And it gets really expensive really quick. So I think as of right now, to upgrade from the 5-pound label that's given to a 10-pound label is somewhere around $20. So take that into consideration when you're selling heavy items or wedding dresses like this one. This one actually, I don't think it weighed more than 6 or 8 pounds. So it didn't cost me that much to upgrade it, and I was definitely under the 10-pound window. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you going through my 2019 top items with me. It was surprising to me that they were all dresses, but at the same time, that's the section I go to first whenever I hit a store. So there's a lot of money to be made in dresses. I think that they're so popular because it's a complete outfit. Somebody doesn't have to look for a pair of pants or a top to go with. It is the complete outfit. So I love selling dresses. I'm so excited to share my 2020 sales with you, which won't be for quite a few months, but I know that I've already beat some of these prices on Poshmark, and I'm excited for all of the growth that's happening. I hope that you're seeing growth in your closet too. Let me know what some of your top sellers were for 2019. I'd love to hear about it. I appreciate you spending time with me today. Check out my channel for some other tutorials, hauls, what's sold videos, and I can't wait to see you around again. Happy sales!